Hello and welcome to the channel. In a move to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal, the state governor has shown empathy towards civil servants in his state and declared only 3 working days instead of the usual 5. Based on the transportation price hike as a result, this will certainly go a long way in aiding workers in the state as they adjust to this new reality. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Subsidy removal. Kwara government reduces weekly work days to 3 for civil servants. Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak on Monday met with top labor leaders in the state, appealing to them that the recent removal of fuel subsidy had been done in good faith to curb further damage to the economy. That comes as the governor approved the immediate reduction of work days for the workforce in the state to lessen the impact of the subsidy removal on their earnings. Civil servants will now work for 3 days in Kwara State as against the current 5 days. Civil service authorities are expected to release further guidance on the measure, including how it affects health workers and teachers. Removal of subsidy is definitely a painful decision that the government had to take in the larger interest of the country. It is the cheapest and most sustainable option available to curb criminal bleeding of the resources at the expense of the larger public, according to an excerpt of the governor's address to the labor leaders. Subsidy regime means Nigeria is running a deficit budget that continues to hurt economic growth and make people poorer. The country was having to borrow to feed a tiny few, while important things like infrastructural development, industrial growth, job creation receive lesser resources. Now that subsidy has been removed as there is no provision for it in the budget anymore, the government is open to veritable ideas from the labor unions on how to redirect the savings for maximum public benefits, including pay rise. Mr. President and all of us governors really acknowledge the short-term pains that come with the development, but we are committed to making sure that the interest of the workers and the Nigerian people is protected. The meeting was attended by the NLC Chairman Muritala Olayinka, State TUC Chairman Joseph Meshach, Chairman Nigerian Medical Association NMA Kwara State Chapter Ola Ahmad, Chairman National Association of Government General Medical and Dental Practitioners Yusuf Amuda, Vice Chairman National Union of Printing, Publishing and Paper Products Workers Medinat Jimo, as well as the representatives of Nigeria Union of Local Government Employees, among others. They were led to the meeting by the head of service, Susan Oluwole. State NLC Chairman Mr. Olayinka said the call for such a meeting shows good leadership on the part of the governor. He agreed with Abdulrazak that dialogue is better than strike action at this time, urging the governor to use his good office as NGF chairman to intervene in the national issue for amicable resolutions. As I said by you, we know there is a little misunderstanding between leadership of NLC and the representatives of the federal government. We have discussed it holistically within ourselves at the state level that when a negotiation is ongoing, it doesn't call for strike demonstration, he said. State TUC Chairman Joseph Meshach said engagement and dialogue are the best options to resolve the issues. He appealed to the government to be sincere as they go about the discussion of a new minimum wage for workers and palliatives for the poor masses. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Transport fares and prices of essential goods and services shot up significantly across the country last week as Nigerians grappled with the ripple effect of the government's decision on fuel subsidy removal. Premium Times correspondents who monitor the situation across the country found that food prices and transport fares for intrastate and interstate commuting increased significantly in most parts of Nigeria. Fuel queues returned to Nigerian cities last week Monday as motorists scrambled to get petroleum products hours after President Bola Tinubu announced that the government would put an end to the fuel subsidy regime. In his inaugural address at Eagle Square, Abuja on Monday, Mr. Tinubu declared that there would no longer be a petroleum subsidy regime as it was not sustainable. We commend the decision of the outgoing administration in phasing out the petrol subsidy regime, which has increasingly favored the rich more than the poor. Subsidy can no longer justify its ever-increasing costs in the wake of drying resources. We shall instead rechannel the funds into better investment in public infrastructure, education, healthcare, and jobs that will materially improve the lives of millions, Mr. Tinubu said. In its reaction to the new development, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) on Wednesday approved an upward review in the pump price of petroleum nationwide, shooting the price up to an average of 500 naira from the erstwhile average of 189 naira. The approval took effect from Wednesday, 31st May, the NNPCL said in a circular. The pronouncement was trailed by panic buying and gridlock across filling stations in many parts of the country, even as regulatory bodies called for calm amid the chaos. The attendant consequences were reflected in the skyrocketed prices of goods, essential services, and food items. Our correspondents in many parts of the country found that food prices and transport fares recorded an average of 100% increase across cities and significant towns, raising worries among millions of poor Nigerians. In Lagos, Nigeria's commercial nerve center, the pump price of petrol shot up significantly, with some filling stations selling as high as 700 naira per litre. Rashidi Lawal, a tricycle driver, applies the Iyana-Iba to Mile 2 route. He told Premium Times that he now buys fuel for at least 12,000 naira daily. I have bought fuel of 12,000 naira today. I have made 20,000 naira after giving Hagbero money. I will deliver 10,000 naira, he said. The driver, popularly called Kosoro 1, said that when the announcement was made, transport workers doubled the fare the following day to meet the present reality. He explained that transport fares along the Mile 2 Iyana-Iba route cost 200 naira before the government announced subsidy removal, but the bus fare now costs 300 naira. We are likely to take it back to 400 naira tomorrow. Before now, 7,000 naira fuel could take you around for the day, but not anymore, he said. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.